Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Stacey and I'm an unfaithful infidelity recovery coach. I help men and women in their affairs and completely recover from them and learn how to get their life back. If you would like any information on how you can work with me one-on-one, check out the description box below. There's a link to my calendar and I look forward to hearing from you guys. Okay, so let's get into today's video. Today's video is 7 pain points the unfaithful will experience. Okay, so I want to say this first off. This video is to validate you if you are having an affair or if you've had an affair. You do experience pain. It's a part of the process. Unfortunately, it's a consequence from having an affair, but it does not minimize the fact that you will go through pain. And I don't want you to feel shame for it. I don't want you to feel condemned for it. I want you to understand that your feelings are very real, and I sympathize with everything that you are going through. Okay, so let's get into it. Number one, the pain of losing your affair partner and the relationship. This is very real. If we have been in an affair for a long time or even a short time, it really doesn't matter, because affairs are really electric, meaning we connect emotionally to our affair partner really quickly. And that's what makes everything so intense, is the strong emotional connection that we have with that person, which makes it hard, to leave them. So when the affair does end, and sometimes, well, I say this, most of the time the affair will end because it gets discovered. So when the affair gets discovered and the affair partner is no longer with us and the relationship is over, then we do experience a lot of pain from that, because suddenly this person who we've trauma bonded with, our best friend, is now gone. And the relationship we had with them, that connection, is now gone. And that pain can be very severe and very extreme. And usually that pain is what causes people to get back together. It causes that couple to reach out to one another because they don't know how to survive through the pain. Now, you can survive through the pain. I got through the pain. It was not easy, and it took me a long time, and it doesn't have to take years, but I want to say that you can survive the pain. You can push past it because it comes to an end. But the problem is we don't understand that it comes to an end, and we don't have the tools that we need to process through the pain. So understanding that your feelings are very valid, you will have this pain of losing your affair partner and the relationship. Number two, the pain of feeling torn. Now, this is a very strange pain in a sense, where you feel like, I want to be with my husband, but I want to be with my affair partner. I'm just torn between the two. I don't know where I should go or who I should pick, or I'm confused and I'm overwhelmed, and I just don't know what to do. So this is real, and it can be really, really painful. And a lot of people the pain will be so severe, they will get into fear and they will freeze. They'll get like into a paralyzed state, in a sense, where they won't do anything. The fight or flight response system will kick up and they just won't move. They're like, okay, well, I'm not making any kind of decision. I'm just stuck here because it feels too painful to think about not having the affair partner. It feels painful to not think about my husband or my wife. So, I don't know what to do. I'm not doing anything. Okay, so that is something that can cause us to really get stuck. And that is, also one of the things that I help you get through. Number three, the pain of grieving the hope you have for a future. Now, a lot of times we have a hope for a future if we're planning a future together. So once the affair ends, we have to grieve that hope. We grieve the future, not only the affair partner, but we grieve the future of what we have planned together. So that's completely normal for you to go through grief and to grieve what you thought you guys might have. You also can grieve not the fantasy, but the part of trying to get back to the beginning of what the affair was. So that's a pain process, or a point of pain, as well as trying to get back to what you guys had, depending on what stage of the relationship the affair is in. All right, number 4, there's the pain of hurting your spouse. That pain is real. Now, it might not be there in the beginning for a lot of unfaithful people. It just depends on that person's attachment style and their behavior coping mechanisms. For example, mine, I didn't have the pain of hurting him. I actually was very passive aggressive and wanted to get back at my husband for emotionally abandoning me. That was my thought process. And you can see it was very unhealthy. But for an anxious attachment style person, one of their coping mechanisms is passive aggression. It's, I don't know how to communicate what I need. I don't know how to stand up for myself. So I'm going to get you back in a secret way, or, in a way that you don't understand. So in the beginning, I never really felt that pain. It wasn't until after the affair was over and I had time to process through and I started working on myself, that's when that pain hit me. Was, oh my God, I hurt my spouse and he did not deserve it. So when you understand your attachment style and you start to grow and understand wounds and trauma, then you understand where your behavior comes from and you realize, why you did what you did. And that was it was a hard day for me because I realized he didn't deserve any of that. He may have been neglectful and things like that, but he didn't deserve for me to do that to him. So that pain hit me later, but it is a pain that a lot of my clients experience in the beginning. Okay. Number 6, the confusion of not understanding why you had the affair. This is a real pain point. It can be very distressing to a person because when the affair is over, it's like everything just hits us all at one time. And it's like, why did I do this? I don't recognize myself. I would never have thought I'd have been that person to have an affair. I don't know how I got here. I can't believe this happened. So that's a very stressful time for the unfaithful because they will beat themselves up. They will get in thought loops. They will try to figure out what happened. They don't understand who they are. Now they're living with a stranger within themselves, so there's disappointment. There is, I'm mad at you, I'm mad at myself. I can't forgive myself for this. There's a lot of things that one thought of, why did I do this? There's a lot of pain that it brings on to the unfaithful. Number 7, the pain of losing the life they had before the affair. We can go back and think, okay, maybe my life wasn't that great in the marriage, but at least I felt like I might have known myself. And now I don't even know myself. And everything that I had is all gone now. So I lost all of it. And this is especially true if you leave your spouse for your affair partner. I had a woman who, her and her affair partner both left their spouses, and once, they each got their own apartment, he ghosted her. Like, he just completely cut out the wife and the affair partner, and her husband did not want her back. So there was that pain. Now that might be like at a different time, but the pain of losing what you once had is very real, because life becomes so unstable when you're having an affair, and you don't realize how unstable life has become until the affair is over and you realize you've been, standing on sand, or you realize you're at the edge of a cliff and everything, coming towards you feels like it's going to push you over. So the unfaithful will experience severe pain after an affair ends in many, many different ways. And that's why recovery and getting the help you need is so important, because I say therapists, if they're trained in affair recovery, then they're very good to help you. But that's why I'm able to help you, or I want to help you, because I understand that you have extra pain points that you're going through and you need someone there to help you recover from that. It's a lot. Now, a lot of people don't care if it's a lot for us, but you know what? It doesn't matter. It's still a lot, and we still need healing, and we still deserve healing. You know, we do things wrong, but it doesn't mean that we are wrong. It doesn't mean that we are bad and we don't deserve healing. We do. So that is my video for today. I understand you. I hear you. It's gonna be okay. You're gonna survive this. And if you have any questions, leave them down below and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.